So we're looking at sort of, I guess, glitches and then maybe physics. I'm not too sure. It's gonna be, it's kind of a bit over the place, but I guess physics breaking in games and glitches kind of go hand in hand. So I've got a couple of videos lined up, and then we're going to move on to the Reddit that shows the physics. I only watched the intro to this one video, and I haven't actually gone through anything else. Anything else. But to get it underway, let's just crack a cold one. Alrighty, where were we here? So if you ever played Battlefield, you know there's plenty of body glitches on death, and I believe it was Battlefield 3, you could quite literally become a giraffe. I'll show you, the clip will be inserted now. But it has some crazy body glitches. And it looks like the newer games, which I haven't played any of, still have those same issues, to put lightly. Skyrim. Oh, yep, hello. Yeah, horses are whack in Skyrim. They don't always work. It's not something they tend to do. That's... oh god, where's Last of Us? Yeah, that that would make taking on a horde of zombies a lot easier. Swing your magical pipe, and Bob's your uncle, I guess. Yeah, like San Andreas with there you go, Spaghetti Man. That just shows how long these body glitches have been around from. San Andreas, what was that, a 2005? Probably way off. But yeah, like, they're still in games from Battlefield 1 onwards. These Sims look like the monsters of Forest. If you've ever played The Forest, you'll know what I'm talking about by these. That's hideous. Can I get copyrighted for this music? I don't know. It's not mine. I'm just gonna... yeah. The Witcher. Yeah, The Witcher has broken horses as well. Horses don't work in games. This is Dead Souls? Recently Rainbow Six Siege has had... Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, Siege. Has had a very similar glitch to this, where your drone will just spawn underground and you'll fall forever until drone phases up. Yeah, it's a mild inconvenience when you're trying to, find an objective and you can't quite find the objective. But I feel like this would be a little more annoying when you're actually trying to fight the objective and you can't fight the objective. Yep, and yeah, you instantly die. So I'm instantly die, and I'm assuming he's gonna have to run a fuck ton back to where he was to beat that boss. I don't know how that works. I'm not sure if he loses his gear or what, but all I know is it's a rage-inducing game, and that's the reason I never played it. I get enough rage from my FPSs. Okay, more Destiny, and you've now got melee. Yeah, that's not where you want to spawn. There we go. Skyrim, as I said earlier, Skyrim and its horse glitches. Like, inherently not a bad horse. Horse is doing his job. But the man just doesn't quite know how to ride the horse. They've now become a windmill. Thomas Edison, who? This man could create power. Wow, my commentary is shit. I wonder how long that's been over my face. Dope. Alright, we're back. Okay, I kind of got the idea from this video from Minilad. And I seen this video on Minilad's video. So just... No, this is a different one. But nonetheless, it's Polybridge. Goodbye truck. But from what I've seen with these monster trucks, it's about to get a lot better. Yep, there we go. Just into the atmosphere. Just for some reason, I've seen 2 videos of those trucks, and both times those trucks have just been messy. Yeah, how does this fit in? Please don't have the broken arm. No broken. There we go. Yeah, see, those are the glitches I'm used to seeing. Not being able to reinforce the wall properly. But the physics glitches still happen. So that was one of the main things that we've seen in the videos. The physics glitches. So it's also one of the. So okay, this is from Quora. I should probably go bookmark these. So Quora. One of the earliest bugs witnessed was in Doom. When you went through a wall, the view stopped updating. If you weren't viewing any of the walls or objects, and only the UI and your weapon, you could be drawn. Sorry, only the UI and weapon could be drawn, but the result of the draw would not be updated, which would cause a overlapping. So you know how you get a Microsoft, like when your Microsoft warning symbol comes up, and you start dragging around your screen, and you end up with 1000. That's what they're explaining. Okay. My estimate is collisions produce most physics errors, and the reason that games try to do all things they need to do with efficiency instead of using perfect methods, we developers cheat as much as we can because the game ends up being better that way. Otherwise, your car game might only have one car that never glitches, but if we cheat a little bit, we can have 40 cars each running just as well as perfect, with a chance of having a glitch. Design choice always come with the same cost. We just have to live with the costs and try to finish the game too. To make it even harder, the game needs to be fun with a great experience for players. 7 most common video game glitches and bugs, and how to improve play. I just want to read there you go. Freezing, hanging, crashing. That's a lot of what I get. I get a lot of freezing issues and a lot of crashing issues. It stops the game from working upon launch or during gameplay. Happens by closing or hanging the game. However, this can be triggered by an incomplete program or hardware issue. There's mine, hardware issue. So that's a bug that I have to fix on my end. Then you got your graphic glitches. Graphic glitches may wrongly display an image within the game. It could be anything from an object or a character to user interface. This could hinder the gameplay, as some graphical glitches may cause the effect of the environment of the game. So think of Minecraft, where you get the massive pits, chunk errors. There we go, that's the word. Where it's the pit in the ground. It's just where the graphics haven't rendered in, and there's nothing in that one chunk. They use the example of The Sims 4. There are 2 glitches recognized. One, that some babies are distorted into demonic babies, and others is a fork between being permanently attached to a Sim's hand Um, trial error. Dope. And one is that some babies are distorted into demonic. Yeah, we read that. These glitches are opposite of random distortations, as they do have a physical or concrete existence. The gameplay defects are the kind of error that exists when a particular feature or action is not functioning as intended inside the game. This removes players' ability to do an action they desire, whether it's jumping, dodging, or using weapons. What example do they use? So they use Sea of Thieves. According to Shack News, there are reports of players across the globe who loaded the game but were unable to use any inventory items except for cannonballs and bananas. Never played the game. I think bananas heal and cannonballs you load into a cannon. But that would hinder you from playing the game. That would ruin. In-game purchase glitches. Simply resolved by these may be general problems such as unavailability, incompatibility, not enough payment options, or incompleted process. There you go. According to Epic Games, one of the recent issues they will investigate in their game related to V-Bucks. This can waste a player's. There you go. So it can not just give. It can just not give you the item. It wastes the player's money, or it actually hides the. So you own the item. It just hides it from you. You can't use it. Audio problems. An error may come from a sound or music. For sound, this could be delayed, missing, or wrong sound effects. This has been happening quite a lot recently on Rainbow Six Siege. If you watch a lot of the more talented players, they will talk about how they're not hearing sounds correctly. I watched a clip today. Jaeger himself posted it on his YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to him in the description below. He makes a bunch of compilation videos on Rainbow Six Siege, but the compilation he showed a player that was watching near a hatch, and there was no sound for the hatch breaking or the operator dropping, so that was just a bunch of missing sounds, rendering in him dying and not being able to have a chance to kill his opponent. We've got text problems, could be mistyped, missing, or unaligned or misplaced, text inside a text box. Many ways, it's just missing code or code errors. And it happens mostly in narrative games. There you go. So in Final Fantasy, admitted in a tweet that they are aware of missing text bugs and they will fix it as soon as possible. So that would, be a bit of an issue if you're trying to focus on the game and try and playing it and trying to get like as deep in the game as you could. Then you got save glitches. This seventh and final. I can't close. There we go. Save glitches. So this glitch is an ultimate game-breaking one. This can be found in occurrences such as a no option to save, unable to save, and or corrupted lost files. So the game. So what does it say? So you lose all your efforts, or you just can't save in general. An example of this was on Nintendo. Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. The game's Song of the Hero quest is impossible to be completed as the save file gets corrupted. Good thing Nintendo also explained where the bug arises from and worked it out. So developers and game creators are always finding new glitches, but they're always trying to fix the glitches. Operation Hell for Rainbow Six Siege was meant to be their let's stop the glitches. But of course, when they stopped those 5 glitches, I can't remember exactly how many they were, but when they stopped, say, those 5 glitches, 10 more glitches arrived, or 8 more glitches arrived. They halted the ones that were annoying everyone to start off with, but then there was glitches where we could shoot through shield operators. If you got close enough to a shield operator, you could stick your gun through the shield. Or there was, like, if you ever remember playing the map Outback, I'll load it up as a clip. This was game breaking, so to speak. It made it extremely hard to hold a certain site because it was so easy to rush. Luckily, people finally figured out a way to hold it. You play Frost and Legion, and you just leave a bunch of traps down there. That way, because people were hot breaching it and rushing it, and it would actually make it almost impossible to defend against 5 operators running into the site through this glitch window. People doing it on ranked, and people didn't know how people were getting into the site so fast without making a sound. My mates and I, we didn't originally find this glitch. We found it by accident, and then I later found out that people had found it heaps. But you can
No way.
you can just rappel straight through this window.
It's clear.
And when this glitch first started, people had no clue how everyone was getting into the site so quickly. Like, it was and because so many people posted about it, it became a well-known thing that Ubisoft then fixed really quickly. So it's, anyway, you get the point.